Welcome to ruralvacantland.com, where we have cheap, easy land. This is Luke Smith. I'd like to show you a property that we have up for sale in Navajo County, Arizona. This is $1,299 for 5 acres. So it's basically $1,300 for 5 acres. $1,299. It's got online checkout. You can click the buy it now. Let's make sure it works. Yeah, it's working. So it's got the description of the property. You put your title information in there, if it's your name or you and your spouse or a trust or company or whatever you're trying to buy it in. The address you want your future tax bills to go to, your contact information, and hit next. Put your credit card information in there, and the property is yours. You can start using it today. Why would you want this property? Let's take a look at it. Let's see where this is at. It's in northern Arizona. Let's pull up maps. There's GPS coordinates on here. Let's click on that and it'll open up in Google Maps. We can see where the property's at in the maps. And so there's some little dirt roads running around the area. Let's zoom out. There's a little town down here called Joseph City, and there's a road that comes up north here. I think it's called North Porter Road, and that runs over that direction. Goes up and makes different jogs. There's roads over here as well. And then there's a freeway. This is the 40. Here's Holbrook here, and Winslow is over here. And you can get groceries, supplies in these towns. To zoom out some more, Flagstaff is up the hill. Let's turn it to a map here. So if you go up the 40 a little bit further, you get to, where's Flagstaff? There's Flagstaff. And a little further away from the property, you got, it goes over to Albuquerque in this direction, and Las Vegas here, Phoenix here, Tucson, El Paso, San Diego, Los Angeles, around the greater area, Salt Lake City to the north. And so let's zoom back in. This is called the Painted Desert. You can see all these funky colors in the grounds here, and it's a bunch of government land and Native American land and little bits of private land mixed in. So this is one of the little bits of private land that you can actually own and go use. You can camp on this land. I think you can camp, I think it's 2.5 months out of the year. And, but if you want to build on it, you could build on it, build a home, build a permanent place, or just use it seasonally. Different people in this area will use these properties seasonally. They'll come in for the season and take off, or maybe own 2 properties. Or one for spring, one for fall or something, and or the winter, get out of the winter here. And there's, you can see the property lines going around it here. So this property, let's go back to the website. This is 5 acres, but it was originally 40 acres. And so this is the northwest quarter of the north half. So if we go back to this one, let's pull this up. It's the northwest quarter of the north half's 5 acres in this northernmost corner. It's got an easement going down the southern border of it, an easement going down the eastern border of the property. And if we go back and we look at the maps, you can see this line going around the property. So it's that most corner, and so it's got an easement going up here and an easement coming over here to the property. Looks like there's a wash just off to the side. It'd be nice to catch water in when it's rainy season. I pulled up Navajo County and Instagram, and you can see what kind of pictures people are taking of the area and see what the area looks like a bit more. This looks more like Grand Canyon kind of stuff, and Spider Rock is what they're calling this. Navajo County. Here's, pull off the road kind of thing. Looks like an artsy couple looking at the rocks in the countryside. It's just wild colors, right? Just colors on colors, blue sky, pretty much year round. And that's the main attribute of this area, just big blue skies. And funky colored land, nobody around to bother. You can do what you want. Looks like they've got a dog. They're checking out some more countryside. Looks like they took their car out into some little roads. I mean, these are the kinds of roads that are all over the area. Just these little dirt tracks. What'd she say? It's cute when men blame getting lost on the navigation. So here's a sunset over the area. It's got lots of these buttes that stick up in the area. There's a different view of the area. There's some tourist lookouts. You know, people explore in different parts. This is more of the countryside. So this looks like the freeway. This looks like Route 40 kind of look. Maybe it's not Route 40 because it's a 2-lane highway. But it's like this, you know, you just a road with nobody on it, vistas with nobody around, and you can go make your way, make it your own. Just wide open views, wide open skies, beautiful star-filled skies. So that's what people are taking pictures of in the area. These aren't my pictures. These are just, you know, live Instagram feed of pictures in the area. So here's some property lines. Yeah, here's that same little wash just close to it, but it's this corner of the property. I could pull it up on here. There's a road coming this way. It looks like this is more, excuse me, this is more of an actual cut road coming across here and up. I might stay out of that wash. I might come up here, come over and into the property. I'm sure if you get out there, you can go navigate the trails and see which ones work. But this one looks like someone bulldozed it once upon a time. Looks like someone bulldozed that once upon a time. This one looks like it's actually got a name to it. And if you follow this one back down, it's hooks to North Porter Road. So I think you take North Porter Road up and then turn off on these smaller roads over around yonder to the property. Looks like this one comes up this way. Joseph City Tank, so water tank. Might go up and circle around. I mean, they just go in all different directions. This is cattle country. There's grazing cattle in this area. Guys use these trails to follow the cattle. Got to build a fence around your property to keep the cattle out. There's different property lines. So it's 5 acres up here. And if you wanted to go use property like this, you know, what would you build? I mean, it's look at this one, or this one, or that's the one I just clicked on last time. You know, let's say you want a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house, because everyone likes to use the bathroom at the same time, right? A 1-story ranch looking thing. Let's see what we get. Oh, these are kind of generic houses. Let's see which one would fit out there. There's one with a pool. How much does this plan cost? I didn't look at the price. This one's on a hill. But I mean, you could put this out there. You could put some pool areas out in front. This is all hardscape. This is like rainwater comes off and where does it go? Gotta have stormwater drainage for this kind of plan. This is just steel and glass. I don't know if this is the one you want or not, but you know, you can pick out these houses, and this one looks a little more artsy than realistic. $4,500. Let's get out of here. You know, there's hundreds and hundreds of houses to choose from. Maybe if you take one of these signature collections. Plan price. Let's do. Oh wow! Look at them all under $1,000. Let's get a cheap one. I like the colors in this one. I've looked at this one a couple times. Some nice funky lines. Got the solar panels up top. Just a solid deck running around. You know, you live on the deck. Got some covered deck, some open deck, and what is it? 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 800 square foot. You go put one of these out in the middle of nowhere and work on your garden instead of your house, and just spend more time on other stuff instead of building a house forever. This just looks like an easier one to build. $825 for the plans. Master bedroom, guest entry, living, dining, kitchen. Kitchen flows into the porch, and you're working in the kitchen, you can look out over the area. There you go. Don't need much more than that, right? Maybe a garage to store your stuff. So that looks like a fun plan. If you want to build something like this, or one of hundreds or thousands of others, you need some land, go to ruralvacantland.com. If you want this particular property, click the link below. It'll take you to my website here, where you can do the buy it now and make it yours. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Luke Smith at ruralvacantland.com.